How's everybody? You okay? Good. Well, today is Friday, and Friday means I've got the weekend off, so I can manage to do an overnighter tonight. And the weather's been pretty awful, to be honest, but that's not going to deter us, is it? No, no way. So yeah, it's been like non-stop rain since early this morning, and it's just been constant, so I'm looking forward to doing an overnighter, listening to the rain yet again. It's a good job I like the rain, isn't it? So anyway, what I'll be using is a DD 3x3 tarp, and I'm going to make a teepee tarp, a tarp teepee. Nice and easy, nice and quick to set up. Pretty straightforward, as you'll see, or as you probably already know. But it keeps me well sheltered anyway. There's a slight breeze, but the main thing is just to keep me out of the rain. Exciting stuff, isn't it? I love it. I love getting out. You've got to do it, haven't you? It's good for the soul, good for the spirit, or whatever you want to call it. All the bluebells are coming up now, slowly starting to show. It's taken the time because it was such a hard winter, wasn't it? But yeah, starting to see a few now, which is all good. Try not to tread on any, of course. But the air is lovely and fresh. There's almost like a fine mist in here. Time's getting on, so I've got to find, even though I know this woodland pretty well, I've got to find myself another spot. It shouldn't be too hard here. I can set up my tarp teepee tarp up and get under that for a bit, get myself a nice hot drink. It's been ages since I've had a hot drink. The last time was about 6 o'clock this morning. So anyway, let's get in there and we'll take it from there. Anyway, it's great to see you all, and I'm really pleased that you enjoyed me. Looks like a nice spot here. I think I'll set the teepee up here. It's nice and flat here. There's no widow makers whatsoever nearby. Yeah, so it's perfect. I've got the 2 trees to tie off to, because I'm going to do a ridge line instead of using poles. I'll show you that in a bit. But yeah, this is excuse me, this is perfect. So I'll get on with setting the teepee up. Decided to use a ridge line to hold the tarp up into the teepee shape, rather than use a branch or whatever off the woodland floor, or a walking pole. Not that I brought any, but I'd have used a branch normally, because the weather's held off. It has stopped raining for the moment, so I've got the option of putting up a ridge line. I'm going to I've got nothing obstructing the entrance to the teepee then, so it's just my own preference. I've got time, I think I have anyway. So I'll get on with that, and I'll get back to you. Cheers. So there we go, that's the tarp set up in the teepee configuration, or what I call the teepee configuration. Loads of room under there. You could get two people easy with all your gear in there, no problem at all. It is held up with a ridgeline, like I said. As you can see, there's no pole in between or whatever. So really I could have done with a bigger ground sheet, but I've got two, so that's fine. I'm fine in there. Brought my hurricane lamp again, because I really enjoyed bringing it on my last camp, and I thought, yeah, it adds to the camp itself, to the feel. So yeah, I'll show you around and see what you think. Okay, a closer inspection on what I call a teepee tarp, or an A-frame built on like an A-frame sort of shelter. I'm sure there's a correct name for it, but there you go. Tons of room in here. Look at that. Loads and loads of room right to the back there. Yeah, so I come off the centre of the tarp down the ridge line like that. You see the loops across the top, and I put a carabiner on because I don't like the paracord in the fabric loops too much, because they can cut through. So I use a carabiner where I can. And then coming round the back here, you can see across the top the ridge line of the tent itself. You can see it there. What I've done is pull the material up by using the last two loops at the end of the tarp, the opposite side, opposite end. And all I've done is put, as you can see, I've put a branch in. Yeah, I've tied off to that branch, the centre of the branch, you can see towards the front there, and this branch goes through the last two loops on the actual top of the tarpaulin, the ridge line of the tarpaulin. So like that, and all I've done is come off with some paracord to another branch that I've just stuck in the ground, wedged it behind this fallen tree here, wedged it, stuck it in the ground nice and deep, and then it levers against the tree. And all I've done is use another taut line hitch there to put tension, and that pulls any bagginess out the tarp itself. And anyway, with this setup, I do recommend it. I would recommend it to anybody, especially beginners, because it's such a simple setup to do. I mean, I got over fussy, I suppose. I put the branch in the back there to pull the extra bit of material out the back so I can get in a little bit further. But I really didn't need to do that. The reason I did it was because the rain stopped, and I thought, why not? I may as well give it a go. And that turned out a success. But so it is really simple. All you're doing, as you can see, is lying the tarp flat, as I said, and then you're just pegging the two back corners down, then getting the middle there that you can see, just there, and then tying off to a ridge line, save using a pole, and then pegging the opposite two corners there down, and it's happy days. There's no way you're going to get wet inside that, I tell you, and you're sheltered from the wind. I'd say like severe downpours, you know, storms even. You're well safe inside there. If you wanted to, if it was a really hot day, what you could do is either, I've seen videos on it before, there are videos out there, you could cut yourself some wooden pegs and you can adjust up the pegs, so thus giving you like a breathe space underneath for airflow underneath the tarp. Or you could even like tie some paracord on there, and that'd give you like the option of having, you know, it up away from the ground. Anyway, I'll do it for old time's sake, because I've always done it 360 time. Yeah. See there's my boots. I've got bags of room. I'm not even at the back of the tarp here. Even the hurricane lamp there's covered. But look at that for a view. How gorgeous is that? Beautiful. It's a really nice shelter. I don't know whether I've said before, but I always look for the daffodils. That's the sign to me that things are waking up again. Things are coming back to life. Just beautiful, isn't it? So there's a lot of birch here. A lot of silver birch. A lot of some oak. And, there's got a good few bluebells up as well. Give it another couple of weeks and they'll be all out. There'll be a carpet of bluebells here. Complete and utter bliss, or what? Yeah, anyway, I recommend this setup. Cross between like an A-frame and a teepee setup. I think it's always good if you've got time to take any bagginess out of the tarp, like I did here with the branch at the back, just to give you that little bit of extra room. Not that I needed it, mind. Stretch out, I've got tons of room. There's plenty of room, you can have 2 people in here, no problem. Quite comfortably, and you can put the gear up the back there. Especially now I've took the bagginess out with that branch. So, look forward to lighting my hurricane lamp later on. It's just over there, somewhere or other. I look forward to that. I think that's gave camp a really nice feel, almost like I don't know, like a comforting feeling, like a homely feel to camp. It is home anyway, I think it's home from home. It really is. Yeah, it gives off like a lovely soft orange glow, warming. And obviously this is well ventilated, so I've got no worry with fumes. Much like the pup tent that I had in the last video. That was fun. I enjoyed that, didn't I? Yeah, that was good. But I particularly like this woodland. It's really nice. I've said before, like they've all got their own feel to them. This has got a really nice feel to it, this woodland. A very, very calm and relaxing one. And there's always plenty of bird life here. It's always the way, you know. Always the way. Whenever I'm setting up or taking my stuff down, it's raining. Now it's all done and I'm in, fully covered at the elements. It's bone dry, not a drop. No rain whatsoever. Just a slight breeze. Obviously I've got like the back of the tarp here, which is shut off. I've got the back of the tarp facing into the wind. So there's no draft blowing in here, no wind circulating in here. But it'll be fine with the hurricane lamp. I'm not going to seal it off or anything. I've just seen there's a great big, the entrance is huge to this, so there's no danger. Right, I'm going to do myself a drink. Right, what I'm going to use is just the trancher burner itself. I bought an old burger grill for barbecuing. usually get two halves together, and they you hold the sandwich, the burgers together for cooking and what have you. So all I've done is cut 4 pieces of wood. Where's the other one? Here somewhere or other. And I've put them into a point roughly. The woodland floor is soft here, put a notch in the top. And all I'm going to do is push them into the ground like that. Just roughly. Seat them in. Should have brushed this away. I forgot to do this here. And in there. Level them all out. There you go. Sweep that away. Give them a push in. That's it. I can put my burner under there now. I'll change the burner. And now I've got all the top surface here nice and secure. I'll push them in a little bit more, and I can cook on there without worry of anything falling over. Should work through this. Yep, that's worked. So we'll have a check to see how visible the tarp is or isn't. So it's not going to be perfect. So I haven't put the camo net in or anything on it. It's not bad at all. It's alright, that is. So it's not within like the plane of vision at eye level, so it's not like a hammock or whatever and the tarp's up high. It's not bad at all actually. Get me golden vegetable savoury rice on the go, and put me pepperoni in there with it, slice that up fine. There'll be plenty of food for me. I have a tendency, as you know if you've watched any of my other videos, of doing ample amounts, too much for me really. So yeah, if I do my Crusader cup full of rice, that's going to be plenty. Quite hungry though. My rice is doing well. Lovely. Be about another 10 minutes I'd say. then I'll add me pepperoni to it. I'm absolutely starving. Oh, I gotta say thank you to my girlfriend for I finally got a cutlery set from her. Knife, fork and spoon, titanium as well. So I can actually retire that spork of mine. Yeah, it's a bit of an in-joke. When I'm out shopping with a girlfriend, and there's like a go outdoors sort of place, I head straight to the cutlery sets, the titanium ones. And I try to justify buying a set when I've already got a spork. But I hate the spork, really. I'm not keen on it. It's lasted me so long. But thank you very much, Karen, for buying me these. They're fantastic. And you can have the spork if you want it. Oops. The light's diminishing pretty fast here now in the woods. Really glad that I've come here. It's a woodland that I've visited many times over the years. It's such a magical place, it really is. I mean, I say they all are, and they all are, but this place has got a lot of memories to it. Some when I was going through hard times, and when I got through those hard times, happy times, and mainly happy times here. So it does mean a lot to me coming here. It's very peaceful. You don't get too many people come through here. But, there are the odd dog walker that come through now and again. There's no cyclists here. It's pretty odd to access by bike, I'd say, to get in here. But yeah, it's very peaceful. It's lovely to see like all the new growth on all the plants, isn't it? And the odd one or two bluebells popping up. Well, to say that, there's quite a few actually. But yeah, it's a wondrous place. You've got to live in the moment, haven't you? And appreciate now. And now is a wonderful moment that I do not take for granted and that I respect very much. They say that life is too short. Well, I'm not so sure about that. I think it all depends on what you're doing. And today's life is really, in this country, and I suppose many others around the world, it's all about the rat race. And if you're doing something that's monotonous, day in, day out, every day blurs into one, doesn't it really? So I think it's because you're doing that monotonous routine day in, day out that they all seem to blend into one, and before you know it, it's Christmas. And then you blink again and it's Christmas again, and time seems to speed up. It does. As you get older, it seems to speed up. Each Christmas gets a little bit quicker. My goodness. But now, in all seriousness, it's obviously, it's my opinion, I don't think life is that short at all. You've just got to try and do your best to fill it with moments like this. Get outside, get outdoors, get into the woodlands, get into the forests, and see a more natural side of life. Because everything nowadays, modern day living, is so unnatural, isn't it? Yeah, life isn't so short after all. It's beautiful. I've noticed that. I don't know whether anybody else has noticed, but when you get like a woodland that's absolutely full of bluebells, beautiful though it is, and it does tend, to me, it tends to smell like lilies. Does that to anybody else, or is that just me and my funny nose? But yeah. And another thing I noticed, that a woodland that is absolutely full of bluebells is also packed full of mosquitoes. I don't know whether there's any coincidence in that or whatever, but I have noticed they're everywhere. But it's not too bad in here actually. It has cooled down a lot recently. It's 8 degrees today, and through the week it's been a lot warmer. Typical, isn't it? They come to a Friday and it's just chucked it down all day. It was raining solid since early this morning till about when I first walked in here, which is probably about 3 o'clock, something like that. And I think they forecast some more rain for later on, so that'd be nice from under the tarp, lying there. Pitter patter, pitter patter. It'd be lovely. But thank you for joining me anyway. It's really nice of you. It's I hope you are enjoying the video, and you get some kind of feeling of like being here. Many of you are wild campers, or experience wild camping anyway, so you know what it's like. I just hope it like gives the tiniest amount of that feeling to you, that you're here. But oh, it's magical. I should have enough paraffin for the night, by the way. I filled that right up, the hurricane lamp. I have got a Tilly lamp, but I'm not going to bother bringing that. I think the hurricane lamp's plenty powerful enough for in the woods. So it gives off a lovely soft orange light that glow, doesn't it? It's really nice. I find that comforting. Yeah, the light's going as I talk. Can you see me? Ah! But anyway, going on to the tarp, I'm pleased with it. I know it's only a basic thing to do, and I just messed around with the back of it just to bring the back out of the tarp a little bit more. But I'm pleased with it. I think, like I say, I think it's an ideal beginner setup. One thing I was meaning to show earlier on was, but I was in that much of a rush, or basically I just forgot, was some the knots that I use and how I tie them. It's only 2 or 3 knots, but I think it's of some benefit to show them in this video. You know, a lot of people already know the knots and what to do and anyway, but there's always other people that don't, so I'll put those in tomorrow, what I used. I'll get a piece of paracord and just wrap it round a narrow trunk or something, and show you roughly what knots we used. But I better get in the tarp now because the light's going. See how much room I've got in here. Got the Dura 2, the usual, Thermarest Neo Air, usual, couple of ground sheets, and I'm ready to get in. have an early night. Well, that's me in now. All cosy for the night. Ah, it's lovely. Toasty warm in here in this bag. It's really nice. Tons of room. So I'm going to say good night to you all now, and take care, and I'll see you in the morning. All being well. See ya. Good morning. Had a good night's sleep, really. That wasn't too bad. I probably got about 4.5, 5 hours sleep maybe. Got up once throughout the night. I've had showers on and off, and as you might be able to hear, it's raining now. It's only raining lightly. So what I'll do now is I'll get a nice hot drink on the go and try and liven up a bit. Okay. That took well. Anyway, a quick look at the knots that I've used within this setup with a ridge line, etc. So I'll get on with that for you. The first knot I'll do is a taut line hitch. So you get your paracord, you go around the object, wherever it may be, so a tree, like that. Cross over, wrap round twice, 1, 2, so you've got that, like that, see? Then you come back over like that, so it looks like that. What you do is grab this loose end underneath, and you go back through there, feed it through, and you grab it from the underside, pull it until it meets the other two, like that. Give it a bit of a tighten like that, neaten it up. So you've got like 1, 2, 3, third one you've just done, and you've got the over the top. And now this will slide, tighten down and loosen off. So this is ideal for, obviously being in the name, a taut line for adjusting tension within the line. That's what I used on the to get like the peak on the tarp on the top of the teepee, to get some tension on. I fasten this, I put this knot on, and then I could adjust this. So this end was tied off to the tarpaulin itself, this one was onto the ridge line, and then I could adjust the length of it like that, so that would tension the peak of the tarp, the top of the teepee. So that's your taut line hitch. And next I'll do the Siberian hitch, or the event knot. So I'll come round the tree from this side, like that. It's a loose end here. Okay. And here's the line that you're tightening on the left. Here's a loose end. What I'll do is hold the end, the ridge line that you want to tighten, hold it in your palm like that. Get this loose end that you've just wrapped around the tree, go around your hand, once, twice like that. I've just wrapped it right twice around my hand, come round and over and grab that. Give that a tighten like that. See, and this is what I put on my ridge line at the one end. This isn't the tension inside, this is just where I hold. You can also put a twig in there if you want to, just to make sure it doesn't undo when it's under tension, but I've never had one come undone. It's just like a safety thing, I suppose. It's worthwhile doing if you're going to be set up for the day or the night. And all the good thing about the event knot is, you do is pull that, the loose end again to undo. It's that simple. So I'll do it again. So you go around the tree like that. Here's the ridge line that you want tension on, that you're going to put your tarpaulin on or whatever. Here's the loose end. So you hold the ridge line in your hand, keep a bit of tension on there, doesn't matter. And then you go once, twice around your hand like that, come over, twist like that, and then grab this loose end again and pull it through, like that. So you've got that. So you've got your Siberian hitch, and then when you do slide it down, pull the loose ridge line like that, and there you go. And that'll take a ton of tension on that without undoing. So there's your event knot Siberian hitch. And now I'll do the taut tarp hitch. This is the knot that I use to tension the ridge line. So I come round the tree with the ridge line like that. Pull it until I take all the slack up, like that. Get relative tension on the ridge line. Here's the loose end, and all I do is come underneath like that, underneath and over, and pull with this loose end here, and you see it's putting tension on. Come round the back of the tree, over the top, and then I come back from this way on the other side, and you'll see the tension's building on the ridgeline as I pull the loose end round again. And then what you do, so you can crank that right down. It's surprising how much tension you can get on your line through doing this. Around again, over the top, make a cross, and then back again, like that. And then when you're happy with what tension you've got, so there's a ton on there, so when you're happy with the tension that you've got on there, what you do is pinch, make a triangle like that you've been doing all along. You've got the loose end on the top. This is my way of doing it, by the way. It might be slightly different, a variant on other people's. What I do is get a loop with a free end like this, like that. Push the loop up through, and then I grab the tail of the free end like that, and then slide it too. And then just to be safe, say this is what I do, not necessarily right, is I just put like another knot in there like that, and then that way you get a ton of tension on here. Right, it's about 9:30 now, so what I think I'll do is I'll start packing the stuff away. It's still raining, I'm afraid, but hey ho, can't grumble. So I'll just finish off my coffee and we'll set off. So cheers everybody. Oh, morning coffee, posh coffee, love it. Here's where I was set up, right there, leave no trace between that tree and that tree. You never know I've been there. Enjoyable camp. I love the teepee tarp, or teepee variant I'd call it, teepee A-frame variant maybe, but anyway, had a great time, and I do hope you enjoyed watching, and I'd like to say thank you very much, as I always do, to my subscribers and viewers. It really is appreciated, and I love replying to your messages, and it's just great fun in general to know there's people out there that show some interest in what you get up to and give you support, and I really am very grateful for that. Anyway, so I'm going to head back now. Lovely walk throughout the woodland, minding not to tread on any bluebells. So take care and all the very best until next time. Black Country Woodsman, over and out. See ya.